Thank you.
Basically, after the camera shit itself, we talked about how 8 of us all met at a hostel, and we went to Western Australia for a road trip in vans. And after our amazing trip, we ended up back in Perth. And the week that we were staying in Perth, we saw all of our friends leaving one by one because they either found jobs or they were off doing their own adventures. But most of them, they all found jobs, I think, and that's why they were leaving. Or they went back. One of them went back actually to the same hostel we were working at, and is still working there to this day. I don't know how he's doing that, but just everyone left, and all that was left was me, Tess, and our friend Josh. And when it was just us, we spent another week, I think.
Yeah.
I think we spent 3 weeks actually altogether. Like it was sad as fuck because everyone was emotional. I remember Josh wouldn't get out of bed because he was just on his phone from when he woke up to when he was asleep, just applying for jobs. Over 300 something jobs applied for, and nobody getting back to you. It was just like heartbreaking. We were like, should we go to Bali again?
Easiest way.
Yeah. Josh was like, well, like we should just go home, man. Like he's like, we should maybe think about giving up. And I was never going to give up. Like I always felt like I knew I was going to get something else. And I figured like worst comes to worst, you just started applying for jobs in Perth because our idea was like, okay, we need to find an 88-day job and we need to get this shit done so we can apply for our second year. And so that, I should mention, that was the only jobs that we were applying to was 88-day jobs, and nobody was getting back to us. And we had a friend, which is also crazy, that we met in the hostel we all lived at, and her mom is like some, like, I don't know, what is she, like a coordinator or something for all these resorts around Western Australia. So her mom is like, you know, the big boss, big boss in Western Australia for these resorts. And her daughter was like was the bed right next to like my room at the hostel. And so we were friends, and she was like, yeah, I could talk to my mom. And so we sent in our resumes. I got in touch with her, and then like a week went past. We didn't hear from these people either, from her mom. And me and Tess were like, okay, well, let's go to the library today. It's like, we just need to like do something, because we were all so depressed and sad. We're like, what we should do. Being in Perth and watching our bank account go down and down and down is just like even worse, you know? Like we were barely affording, you know, a beer at the bar, you know? Let's go to the library, just apply for jobs there, and, you know, get out of this. I think we were staying in a hotel room, which was the worst thing ever. The hotel room, like I remember walking into the hotel room, it was just this cave of depression, you know? It was just horrible. So we're sitting there, applied for a couple more jobs, and then Tess had a missed call from someone, and it was like just no caller ID, whatever. And Tess is like, here, phone them. And I was like, okay. So I phoned them up, and it happened to be the same place that their friend like hooked us up with. And I'm like, you know, in my mind, I'm talking to them for a while. She's like, do you have any kitchen experience? And I'm like, yeah. No kitchen experience. Never worked in the kitchen. She's like, yeah, you'll start off the kitchen. Great. Yeah. Love that.
I love that.
And she's like, you'll do a little bit of everything. You know, I'm a construction worker. I've never done housekeeping, never worked at a bar, none of this. And I just
said yes.
Just say, yeah.
I did it.
Show up here, do the job, you know, you just have to trust yourself, I guess. I don't know. And it was hard. But now we're here and we're still working. So, I mean, fake it till you make it. It really
unbelievable.
Is the name of the game for sure.
What's your favorite thing about living here?
I just love to travel and to meet people, I guess. And it's always heartbreaking to leave the people you love. And it's really hard
to say goodbye.
Yeah, to say goodbye. But it's really... I think the thing I love the most while I'm traveling is just you meet these strangers. You live in the middle of nowhere, or you're traveling with them. You barely know them, and you see some amazing place with them. And I don't know, you bond pretty quickly also, because it's different than at home. Everything is so fast, but it's normal. I mean, when you travel, it's always like that. So yeah, I will say it's not about the place, it's more about the people. Like when I was traveling in Asia, I think the people it wasn't about the country, it was really more about the people I met. I was lucky, I met these two French girls, and it was in Cambodia the first time I saw them. And after, like, I was traveling another place in Thailand, I think, and the girls, I don't know where they were, but they were far from me. And at some point we just said, like, oh, we should travel together again. And we traveled again for like 3 months together, and it was amazing. So yeah, when you have your people, I will say, it's just nice. It's amazing. So yeah, I will say it's more the people, not the place you are.
Yeah, like I was telling you the other day that I'm sad traveling because then you meet a lot of amazing people, but then you have to leave them because everybody go.
Yeah, come and go.
Yeah, and it's so sad.
Yeah, it is.
It's so sad, but it's also amazing because you actually see someone that is not totally like you, but like can understand you, because we are all in the same situation. We can understand each other's, and I love that.
Me too. And also I think that people who are traveling are like, if you travel, you must be like an open mind person. I mean,
but maybe not all of them.
No, but I mean, most of the people I met are fucking great and open-minded and just really chill and relax. So I mean, that's what I love.
Paul, what's your favorite thing about living here?
Living in Australia or living in Karijini?
Whatever you prefer. I would say Australia, but you can also say here.
In here it's pretty boring.
Okay, just skip this part then.
Yeah, skip this part. This is just a blip in the grand plot of Australia. But Australia, I do really love this place. I mean, I escaped the minus 20 degree weather back at home in Canada to come to one of the hottest places in the entire world. That was the main reason. You know, I want to live in the sun for a bit. I mean, I do miss the winter sometimes, but
no, me neither.
But I miss the snow. Like this, it's the winter. Okay, it's shit. Everything sucks. But I miss skiing and I miss hockey, and that's actually the only things I miss. And the mountains. But either way, when I lived in Noosa, like I was really happy. I worked, a really chill job, and that was one of the main things too, is like coming back from construction. I just wanted to work something chill, easy on my body, and then just go surfing every day, and that's exactly what I did. Just surfing in one of the most beautiful places in the world. You paddle out in this ocean, and then you're sitting on your surfboard watching the waves come in, and then you look behind you, and it's like this beautiful sunset along the most beautiful set of jungly trees and shit down to as far as the eye can see, and people having the most fun on the beach, and that's why I'm here. I don't want to say some cliche bullshit that I love the lifestyle here. It's not about the lifestyle, it's just the fact that I'm happy to see the sun, and I'm happy that I'm able to see so much beauty and bask on the beach and get a tan. That I feel pretty lucky to do that. That's what I love, I guess.
But because in your country there is not warm
here. There is. I mean, the sun gets really hot, especially where I live. It gets 40 degrees in the summer.
Wow, it's
only 2 months are like that, and the rest is kind of cold. You have 4 seasons, right? Every season has a plus. The fall where I'm from is the most beautiful colors of the trees, and all the maple trees are turning yellow and orange and red, and then the streets are covered with leaves, and you have markets every Sunday morning.
That sounds beautiful.
It is beautiful, and that's every season has a plus. And then when you get into winter and it's a little bit cold, well, it's actually not a little bit cold. It's cold. It's fucking cold.
Yeah, minus 20.
But you're skiing with your friends, and then when you're freezing, you go to the lodge and you drink a couple beers, and you're kind of drunk, and then you go skiing more, and everything has a plus. And I guess I didn't try to escape my home life, because I do really miss my home. I do, love it, but it's, I want to experience more and do things, I think what Australia has to offer the most is its beautiful coastline. And that's what I love about it the most, if I were to say. When you get inland, I mean, I'm not too fond of flat things. You go, that's something so weird about Australia, is you go see those signs at the hike, or even entering the gorges here. It's make sure you have 1 hour for return. We got to Hammersley, and I'm reading the sign, and it said 1 hour return back. We got if you wanted to, you could walk into Hammersley and out of Hammersley in 5 minutes if you wanted to. And it said an hour on the sign. Why?
Because here they're pretty lazy in the thing. They just go slowly.
So weird. And
now we go to deep questions.
Oh, yeah.
What has this experience taught you about yourself?
Still figure it out, I guess. Paul, you should respond to this.
Because the second question is, maybe you can somehow connect it. Have you changed since you arrived in Australia?
I don't think people necessarily change a whole lot, because I think most people are born and live or grown into like a life with certain beliefs already that, you know, you believe as a person. And maybe when you're in high school, you try to be someone else. But I think when you think that you change, you're actually just becoming the person you already were. You know, you're just getting rid of the facade of what you were faking, you know, what you were trying to be someone different. You know, I wouldn't say that I changed really either. I think I just became more myself traveling, and that's really it. You know, like I spent too much of my life being a quiet, you know, shy person. So, and then over the course of, you know, the last few years, I was shy because I was afraid of what people would think of me, that they wouldn't like me or whatever. And it's not the fact that I don't care about what people think of me, because I think that's also bullshit. I think everyone cares what other people think of you, but it's just you start to just care less maybe a bit, or just like you just find people that like you more. You know what I mean? Like you just start to find the people that you connect with, and you don't really care about connecting with people that make you feel like you don't belong with that person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do not enjoy my time, but I just hope that after the next few months I will really enjoy my life and take care a bit about myself, and do really things that I really enjoyed and that I was looking for. Like I want to travel again. That I miss that. That's something I really love. And
so your fear is to not enjoying meanwhile you're traveling, or don't be really 100% conscious of what you're doing meanwhile you're doing?
I don't know.
Because for example, meanwhile I was traveling from Adelaide to here, I was really scared. I was living an amazing experience. And I was really scared to not really enjoy 100% what I was doing. And sometimes I did. That's why I was a bit sad and say, you can do it. You can just enjoy, because, you know, maybe you think about how much you're spending, petrol, everything, the van, and you say, you had a lot of things in your mind, and then you say, I cannot enjoy this thing. But actually you are doing amazing thing. Yeah,
that's the thing. Like in Noosa, for example, I was broke as fuck. And now when I think about it, I was like, oh, it was fucking amazing there. It was really nice. And I'm sure that when I'm gonna leave this place, I'll be there. Oh, because now I'm complaining a lot because it's tough. Because it is. It's hard and I don't sleep well. So it's not easy every time. And it's so fucking boring also. But I'm sure that in a few weeks I'll be there. Oh, when I was in Karijini, I met those people. It was actually pretty nice. And it's always like that. Even when I was traveling around Asia, when I was on the moment, I was always scared also about my money all the time. So I couldn't enjoy it at 100%, but now when I think about it, I was like, it was fucking sick. It was amazing. But that's the problem. I can never enjoy it 100%
when you are in the moment, and then you realize after.
It's always like that. And never change.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I
get it.
Yeah, we're just stupid people, I would say. I think it's just everyone is like that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, for now, yes. And you, Paul, what do you think?
My biggest fear?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have like weird moments of anxiety about being here and traveling, where I just like, I guess I miss my bed at home sometimes, or I miss being comfortable to just working a job and like going to work and then coming back and then going to sleep and, you know, being around my parents and my family and my friends. I think like I get anxiety about that sometimes. But I have this weird thing that happened to me a bunch of times when I was in Noosa, where I would go to sleep during the night and I'd have these very, very vivid dreams where I was back at home doing that exact same thing that I was just telling you about. How I'm like, I have this anxiety that I'm like out here, you know, doing all these things that like maybe I should just go home and just do what I was doing. But but when I was in Noosa, I was having these dreams where I would be doing that thing. I'd be back at home working this job, and then I'd wake up like panicking, like almost like I'm gonna throw up, and then I'm like, fuck. Why? Okay, I'm still in Australia, thank God. I'm still traveling. I'm not back at home. I'm not doing the same things. I guess my biggest fear is giving up and not doing the things that I want to do and going back home just because I get a little bit scared. I think I need to constantly be strong and not just
relax and enjoying what you're doing.
Well, not necessarily that. I want to relax and enjoy what I'm doing here. I'm just like, I need to just not want to go home. My fear is going home. That's what I'm afraid of. And I'm afraid of giving up and not seeing the rest of the world and not doing things that other people wouldn't do because they're afraid of. I don't want to be afraid of anything.
Why you're scared, like, to go home? Like,
it's a weird feeling that I don't know. I guess sometimes you just feel sort of homesick in a way, like you just kind of miss being at home and how easy it was. And it's not always easy traveling. I think it's quite hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you are alone.
So I just want to keep on doing the thing that I'm doing and not get too anxious or something and just like not do it anymore because I'm being anxious,
Yeah. But sometimes it's even better if you're doing with someone.
Yeah.
And it's easier. And traveling doesn't mean that you have to travel by yourself. You can meet a lot of people and then you say, let's travel together.
100%. Yeah.
So there can be a way that help you to not be afraid to go back. Because you know that you can travel with someone that make it easier for you.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's what we're doing for sure. I mean, it's definitely nice to have Tess. And I also have Josh. He came with me from Canada. I knew that was going to make things a lot easier because I was going to come here by myself.
You were saying before that you find your fear.
Yeah, for me too, actually. It's going back home. I don't want to go back home. That's it. Like, because I don't know what I want to do with my life. I still don't know. I don't want to feel like, okay, now I have nothing to do anymore in Australia. I want to go back. I don't want that because I know what's like that going back home. I'm so lazy. I just don't want to do it again. I have to I miss my friends and my family. Obviously, I would love them to come here to Australia or
follow you all around.
Yeah, to another place. But I do not miss my country. That's it. Of course, I miss some stuff. Of course, I miss some nights with my friends during summer. Like it's so fucking nice because Brussels is amazing. But I mean, I don't miss that, and I don't want to go back home. That's something I know, but I don't know what I want to do. That's also really scary. That's it.
We are figuring out, right? Day by day, we're
trying to not project myself too far.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I have too much anxiety, freaking out. I hate to think about the future.
Yeah, but I also was thinking in this last month that also if you try to make a plan, it's gonna be not this plan. Like, I believe in destiny and he chooses what your life needs to be like. So maybe you're gonna choose, okay, I need to do this, I want to do this, but then something happened and you will do something else.
Yeah, that's why also like I was supposed to meet my sister somewhere in Asia and she wanted to book a ticket to meet because she's going to work in Thailand. And
you told me.
She told me, let's meet before. And I was like, thing is, I cannot plan months. I can't, I'm sorry, but I don't know where tomorrow I'm going to be. So I prefer to not project myself, just doing your stuff. And
if I can come, I will come. Yeah.
But I hate it. She saw how stressful it was for me. Like, it gave me a lot of anxiety. I was like, I can promise you anything, so I prefer to just say no, do your own stuff, and if I can come I will, and I probably won't tell her and make a surprise.
Yeah.
That's it.
We can try to do our best to plan a thing, but then everything changed. So maybe we can say, we spend a lot of energy planning for nothing.
Exactly.
So let's
go with the flow.
Let's go with the flow day by day. And we see what's gonna happen.